Okay, this is where we really get excited because I cannot believe we can do this. This is a strand, not a single piece or not a ring. This is a strand of Tanzanite. We mentioned this once, 1/3 of our quantity is gone. Jay and I launched this originally at $299. Before we could do a presentation, it completely sold out. We today have it at $199. That's $100 off our regular selling price. It's under $40 on your charge card, and it is a big ready, set, go. Because this is one of the most rare, exotic, collectible gemstones in the world. I wish we had thousands of these. We can't because it's Tanzanite. Tanzanite was only discovered in 1967, introduced in the United States in 1969 by Tiffany and Company. They had the trade agreement. They actually christened it for the only place in the world, the very gem-rich East African country, the only place it's ever been found, and they introduced it. Well, since then, everybody can sell Tanzanite, but the problem is with what happened with the mines collapsing and the flooding, there's really, a lot of people will say there's no mining going on. There's mining, but they're going deeper and deeper into the face of the earth. They're yielding fewer and fewer pieces that look like this. What they're getting today is what they're calling platinum Tanzanite and silver Tanzanite. This is the color you want. This is the color that is almost near to impossible to find. And I dare you to comparison shop because even a carat of Tanzanite can be thousands of dollars. This, I would say, if we don't have a weight on it, Jay, but just guessing.
I would say several hundred carats, maybe 300 carats, maybe more.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a guess.
Hundreds of, definitely over 100 carats, and it's $199, and that means first come, first serve. I just want to pick it up before it's officially gone. It's 18 inches, but it has a 2 3/4 inch extender, so it will go down to 20 3/4 of an inch. And would you ever, in a million years, I mean, to get a Tanzanite pendant at $199 is great, but to own a strand of something that experts are saying within our lifetime could be completely exhausted from the face of the earth. Can you imagine that? If you own a strand of Tanzanite and then they're no longer binding it at all, it blows me away. I get so excited anytime I can offer Tanzanite because it truly is, it's had such a short lifespan, only discovered in 67, and they say within our lifetime could be gone completely, and yet you have a chance to own a piece of gemstone history. I'm gonna let Jay talk about this one. I just get so excited when we can do this, Jay, and especially at $100 savings.
Well, you know, number one on this material, we only have a few hundred of these. We constantly get asked to bring these back. This isn't something, especially this color, and this is all the natural color. It hasn't been enhanced or treated. You know, Connie's extremely knowledgeable in Tanzanite, and everything she said is spot on. That's what's happening. The materials that you see nowadays, they're calling it silver Tanzanite, they're calling it platinum Tanzanite. This particular color, in most cases, when you see this, they've done some kind of enhancement process to it. I guarantee you, we cut this from the natural rough. This is from the natural color of this material. This isn't something that you're ever gonna see oodles and boodles from me. In fact, if I find it or anything, it's just a miracle, just like this was. It was just a miracle, right place, right time, and we got a few hundred strands. That's all we could do. We got enough material to make a few hundred strands. I don't know of any big strikes going on. I don't know if they're finding it. They keep going deeper and deeper, but they're not finding this color. And what makes Tanzanite to me
is the color.
Is the color, right? This is something highly collectible. Think about it. This is something really you might want to consider having in your jewelry box. I will tell you, I've shopped this. I've looked at Tanzanite. I've looked at the prices. It's not that I didn't know about Tanzanite my whole career. I've always stayed away from it because it's just not affordable. I mean, the rough material is just so cost prohibitive. Very, very hard to obtain. They really don't want to negotiate with you on it. We're just fortunate in the fact that we buy other materials and we get a lot of different rough materials. So every now and then we'll get like a little small amount of the rough that we can actually do something with. They want to order, they wanted to reorder thousands of these, right? Thousands. And that turned into a couple of hundred.
Well, and in fact, now we have 73 people considering everybody that's shopping with us. So that clock at 6 minutes will not last another 6 minutes. It probably won't last another 2 minutes. If you want this one, to me, and I do not use this verbiage, this is a chance of a lifetime. It is a chance of a lifetime to own not just Tanzanite, but to own an entire strand of Tanzanite.
Right.
Really,
and
really amazing.
A lot of times when you see this, you'll see the price is double this, and they're not faceted, and they're also a lot smaller.
Yes,
right?
these are big stones.
Yeah, this is big material, and how you get that is you have to start with big material to cut this large of a rondelle. Okay, it has to be a certain size. The crystals have to be a certain size. What you're seeing now a lot in Tanzanite is a lot of very, very, very small rough, very small nuggets, that type of thing. But this color is the big deal, right? This is the color that you want to go for.
Okay, if you're on